Hi there, Ron here of Variable Play, and welcome to Just Playing. But yeah, happy weekend, everyone. Let me just go and check if the audio is fine, if everything is running. But as you can see down here, we will be playing in a small game, but it's a solo adventure game called the Cartaventura Adventure Waits. This specific title is Vinland or Finland, depends on which region you are. Would be would sound like yes. In that background, you can see looking splendid. Let me just double check if everything is running time. Give it a second. Are you guys, how's your weekend going? Are you taking a leave for a long weekend? Not that we're endorsing it. It's very time for it. Just double check. So I have no audio. Sharing the oops. So this game is more like a choose your own adventure type of game, done in card game format. We'll try to keep up spoilers free as possible. As I understood it, it kind of. I know that I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how everything is, but the way it works is up, read, and off you go. But let me just share into the different groups. Photo. You can also see below me is a banner, one banner of BAECON 2024. I hope you guys can join us. This is on April 20 and 21, Saturday and Sunday, and we will be playing two full days of gaming, board gaming, and we will be joined by a publisher from Singapore named Ori Games. So they are flying in with all of their games, and we will play and try them out. So I look forward to those. I have some of them actually. Let's see. Depends on if we have enough time or if I lose this game quickly. Whether or not we get far. All right. Okay. So this is Cartaventura. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining. Again, if you want to play this game and try this game out, I will be bringing it. So you can see from the form factor, it's quite small. Right. So it's just a box of cards. Okay. A very small sort of rule book. It's more of a background of the historical background of the story that we're about to go through, and the rules are straight on the card. So Let me read through this a bit, um, and also to give you guys context of what's going on. So Ornavik, I'm not sure which one. The Warn Bay in Norse is a 25-acre historical park built with the people of Normandy, including community groups, partner companies, and other volunteers. This project, both scientific and cultural, fully immerses visitors and teaches them firsthand the story of the birth of Normandy, traveling chronologically through the different sections, Carolingian, Viking, and Buccal. Guests discover how one small section of the lands of Neustra, offered in 911 CE to the Viking chief of Rollon, became Normandy, a rich, organized region that 155 years later would become one of the most powerful regions in the world. The Althing, founded, hi Danilin, happy weekend, founded in Tinvellir, 930 CE, is the oldest parliament in the world that still exists. It embodies the spirit of a people who preferred to work out their laws in an annual open-air gathering rather than submit to the authority of a king or a queen. It was here that the chiefs of the clans resolved legal disputes and had to agree on common policies for the whole country. After notable threats from Olaf Tryggvason, the king of Norway, Thorgeir Thorkelsson, I am butchering his names, president of Althing, declared in year 1499, according to some sources, that Iceland would become Christian. Eric the Red, born in Norway, Eric migrated to Iceland with his father, who was banished for murder. When Eric himself was condemned for killing a man, he too was banished from Iceland this time and set sail for new lands he knew from the sailors. He named this place Greenland, establishing two colonies where the two towns of Qasharuk and Nuuk, the capital of Greenland. I am really not sure if I'm pronouncing the names right. Now stand. He had 4 children, 3 sons, Leif, Thorvald, and Thorsten, and 1 daughter, Freydis. Sagas. The Saga of Eric the Red and the Saga of the Greenlanders are 2 texts written in the 13th century by unknown authors, which tell of the voyages to Vinland undertaken by the children of Eric the Red and Thorfinn Karlsefni. These 2 sagas, written more than 200 years after the events they chronicle, differ on several points. However, they notably agree on the initial discovery of Vinland by Leif Erikson. Eric's older son, is really, because he's Eric's son, so Leif Erikson, oldest son, and only later by Thorfinn Karlsefni and his wife Gudrid. Right. Okay. Vinland archaeological digs and studies of texts have uncovered significant evidence of Viking village dating from this era. They revealed that a colony established by Leif Erikson in Vinland was found at Leys Oak Meadows on the Canadian island of Newfoundland. This one I am sort of familiar how it's pronounced, Newfoundland. However, additional studies suggest that this is Thorfinn Karlsefni's colony, and that Leif would be further south in a yet to be discovered location. In any case, it is highly probable that Leif Erikson set foot on the American continent nearly 500 years before another famous European explorer, Gudrid and Snorri. Gudrid Thorbjarnardóttir, a Nordic woman of Icelandic or Norwegian heritage, according to some accounts, married the merchant explorer Thorfinn Karlsefni, whom she followed in Finland. I think this is Finland, just pronounced with the P. So normally in these certain regions, V would have an F sound. So maybe this is Finland. It was here that she gave birth to a son, Snorri Thorfinsson, and then F would have a B sound. Sorry. Vox. So BMP. So BMP. W gets the V sound. J gets the Y sound. The sounds and B gets the F. I think so. It's mainly considered the first European descent born in America to the voyage of Finland. Would not be Gudrid's last major journey, as she would later return to Iceland and then undertake a great voyage to Rome. She later returned to Iceland, settling down as a nun in a church, and her son Snorri built for her. All right, and there are other editions of this game, Plaza and Oklahoma. Those are, I believe I saw Plaza already, but Oklahoma I haven't seen. All right, cool. So that's the background. It's not even the rules. The rules of the game are straight up on the cards themselves. And so I will try my best to go through the game without necessarily fully spoiling it. But yeah, you've been warned. It will probably be spoiled a bit. Okay, you have just... Hold on. Did I... Okay. I think I'm supposed to... Am I supposed to... I'm gonna flip them. What is the normal? The front of the card is numbered in a colored circle, and the back is the screen. All right. Okay. Okay, a game by Thomas Dupont and Arno Ladagnos. So Cartaventura Vinland. Cartaventura is a narrative game that lets you experience an interactive adventure, discovering the 5 unique endings by playing the game and choosing a different path. So the good thing with this is that yes, you are playing this with me, but if we find an ending, and I'm not sure how long the game plays. Let's see. The game plays hour. Okay, so this is going to be an hour, guys, and we will find one ending, but not all of it. So I'll spoil one ending for you. Okay, so do not mix up the cards in the deck, only flip them when told. Alright, and in this case, the very first one, turn this card over. So you turn the card over, you have just drawn your first urgent card. So you get that symbol over there. You should read it and resolve it completely. There is no need to take notes for your adventure or look at hidden elements in the cards. Follow the instructions and let yourself be guided. After you've made the below choice, turn this card over and put it on top of the deck so that the next card remains hidden. Alright, so we now have a choice, and this is how the choose your own adventure kind of works in this game. We can read the rules of the game, or let's begin with the adventure if we are familiar with the rules. I am not, and so are you, so we will draw card 2. So it said, after you've made the choice below, turn this card back over, place it on top of the deck to the next card remains hidden. So we're going to flip this, we're going to draw 2, and we're going to keep the cards. All right, so 2 says, you've just drawn your first objective card, one with a hand. Place it in front of one of the players. So this game, you can play more than one player. In essence, playing this as a group. So Danilin, if you have time, you can join me in making decisions in this game. And for everyone else who will be joining later, place it in front of one of the players. That will be me. Objects can be useful throughout the game. Be careful, the cards are double-sided. On the front card of the card is a number in a colored circle. On the back is the black square. Never turn the card over if the game does not tell you. Begin the adventure by drawing card 3. Note, when you draw an urgent card, you must resolve what it asks completely right away before moving on, unless you've been instructed to discard an immediate card, an urgent card, and leave it in its place on the table. Clarification: if you need to replace a card, discard it and put a new one in the same place. All right. Okay. So we place this in front of the player. It says here to draw 3. So we're gonna keep this front card hovering, and here we go. This is you are Leif Erikson, or Leif Erikson. W becomes a V. So is it Leif Erikson? Fox W. So Volkswagen. Another language, so it's hard to. So this is us. We are Leif Erikson. I'm not sure. So I'm mixing it up, and it says here draw 4. Okay, we're going to draw card 4. Scandinavia, 985 CE. You are Leif Erikson, eldest son of Erik Thorvaldson, otherwise known as Erik the Red. 2 days ago, you left Bratalid, your community in Greenland, where your younger brother Thorsten, with your younger brother Thorsten, you will soon arrive on the shores of Iceland with the Althing. Central Assembly has been informed in your impending arrival. Your father Erik was unjustly suspected of murder and has been banished, like his father before him, for obscure reasons that he has kept secret. Now you must cleanse and restore your family honor in the eyes of all the clans. The dangers will be many, and you know your lives will be at risk. Death has so many different faces here that you will need to be on your guard day and night. May the gods assist you in your quest. It is time to ask their guidance. Thorborg, known as the Little Seer, is with you. Her gifts of divination will be invaluable. She now awaits for your choice. To which god should she carry her offering? So we have Thorborg, our Little Seer, and she has some gifts of divination. All right, cool. So that, we'll set that aside. It says draw 5, 6, and 7, and then turn this card number 4 over. Okay, let's draw first 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so we have, and these are the different gods that we can, in essence, draw our fealty with. And I guess this means it's face down. It says if you do not have the favor of the god of justice here, you have the favor of the god of cunning, Loki, and you do not have the favor of the goddess of strength, Thrud. So please note, this requires you to use that symbol. You cannot make a choice. Then this start over. This one, the green. All right. Okay. Cool. So it gives us some options, and we flip this over. Okay. Here, the god of strategy, speech, and justice will help you enormously in bringing the truth to light. But some people in Althing will certainly try to make your family pay. To thwart their plots, perhaps you should and trust your fate to Loki, the servant of cunning and trickery. As for Rode, the goddess of strength, her support will be crucial if you need to use force. So, you now have a choice. Gain a god's favor, your choice. So we get that blue symbol, the green, and the red one. Returning this over to the responding god card. Okay. Alright. Do we go for justice, cunning, or strength? Like choosing a Pokemon. I should have gotten some water. And do I read or I have to make a choice? Let's keep it simple. Strength is always a good path. So we're gonna go for strength. You have followed the river that led you to Thingvellir. Oh, I've seen Thingvellir before in another game. The plains of Parliament, where all things held. All things. On your way here, 2 ravens flew with you for a few leagues. A little seer has not been able to say if the omen was evil, or if it was Hugin and Munin, the 2 ravens of Odin, placing you with an escort of goodwill. On the outskirts of Thingvellir, the excitement is palpable. Dozens of camps are spread along the riverbanks, and big bonfires are being prepared to celebrate the opening of the outing tomorrow. Right. So we will be drawing card 8. If card 2 is visible, turn it over and read it immediately. Then discard over. Okay, so we first draw 8. Draw 8. 2 is visible. So turn it over and read it immediately. All right. Oh, okay. You have just drawn your first map card. Place it in the middle of the table. Draw and read the cards from which there are numbers printed. Okay. What do you mean? 11, 9, and 10. Oh, okay. Draw and read the cards from which the numbers are printed. So we're gonna set the other gods aside. I know this is gonna be discarded. We're gonna discard that too. I'm gonna set them back to the number side. Okay. So we have food. There. We have our map. And draw and read cards for which there are numbers printed around the compass. We need 9, 10, and 11. Nine, 10, 11. Oops. 11. All right. Okay. Place this card on the map in the spots that are marked. Okay, 9, 10, 11. All right. Several action cards are now visible. All players choose an action from one. The gear thing is those available. Follow the instructions carefully. Once you've decided, choose a new action from those available. You're now familiar with the 4 types of cards: the gear looking thingy, the map looking thingy, the urgent, and there's the objective. Okay. The symbols lock and key will help with packing the game away. All right. No, if an instruction tells you to turn over a map card, do not remove the cards placed around it. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's that. So what do we want to do? We can spend the night, settle down away from the crowds, camp in the middle of the settlement, and start buying it visible. We can present ourselves to outcomes and we can turn that over. We follow the Raven's flight, draw 12, or we follow a post trail. And that is only present. What is green? Is that the... Oh, yeah. So we don't have that. Okay. I am a little interested in finding out with those ravens. I always like the Odin's ravens, so maybe. So we're gonna try to follow that. I know we have to present ourselves here, but we'll find it. We're gonna go with 12, right? 2 ravens that have accompanied you reappear in the distance. They seem to be circling around a precise point. Maybe an invitation to follow them. Continue onto the moor in the direction of the ravens. After several leagues, you come into a valley with a carved gravestone erected in the center. It is covered with runes that we translate as "Justice for the Song of Serpents" or "Beware the Venom of Birds." Not knowing if this warning is for you, you resume your journey. On the way back, you witness an unlikely scene in this remote spot. So a wine merchant who stopped by at the side of the road, his harpoon broken. Undeterred, he has assembled his for taking out his kalharpa and is singing home as he awaits from some providential assistance. Right, so it says here we can turn card 8 over, card 10, and discard this card. Okay. We're gonna turn 8 over. What happened? Oh, okay. Interesting. That is such a cool system. And we're gonna discard these 4. So they go away. I'm gonna try to keep them relatively in a similar spot. So 10, 12. It's a little easier for us to recover them later on. Okay, so now that we see this, that means that we're going to be drawing another card and putting that through. All right, okay. We have here an option. Again, we're on our way back. We can talk to Laxo Umath or spend night away. We're just gonna help our person here for a bit. Let's see. So if I have blue, I do not have blue. So I don't have it. So we're gonna be doing this. The poet thanks you for one of his best bottles. You quench your thirst with the precious nectar. As you approach Althing, you start to suffer a terrible stomach pain. Then your whole body sees with spasms until you finally can't breathe. Okay. As you die, you hear little seer ears whispering back hemlock. Oh God. Discard 13. 13? I don't have 13. Draw 13. Really not? I just died. You gotta be kidding. As you leave this world, you see numerous paths leading to the troops of the dead towards the new abode. Most of the warriors divide themselves between Valhalla and Volkfagr. The kingdom of Ran receives those who perish in the sea of Nastrog. The river corpse receive the Oathbreakers, but the gods seem hesitant about their fate, and none of their paths open to you. It seems that your role in this world is not over. So, discard a god card of your choice. That was your last card. Then discard 13 over. If not, read the text below. Alright, so we're gonna discard our only favor. You wake up with your body sore, your mind dazed. The gods have been merciful and have saved you this time, but you will not choose more. You will have to choose more wisely than ever than it is to follow. What it is to follow. Put this card 13 back into the deck and continue reading the previous card. So it goes back into the deck. Previous card. Okay, so go back here. Alright. Okay. Not that great. Because we just lost our god favor really fast. Not even a few parts in. So at least we get introduced to the type of world we're in. It's a very cutthroat world. Immediately get pawned into helping someone that should have listened. Alright, in that case, I don't think I want to go to that president nothing then, because I have nothing with me. So we're gonna settle away from the crowd because it seems to be the wisest based on what happened. We're gonna draw card 14 and we're gonna discard 9 if it's discipline. Right. Use green to turn over this card. If not, you disappear into the moor and spot a secluded area between the rocks where you can make camp. With the night falling, you start to fire. Echoing the many lights you see from a distance, your brother has flushed out a hare, which you eat eagerly. Go to sleep with a belly full of confidence. Tomorrow you will present yourself in the assembly and you will need all your energy. Noise, deaful cry, and wake up start. 3 warriors in the dark, clothes and painted faces are over your bed. One of them with a thin Englishman. I've come to cleanse my family's blood, soiled by yours. Now die, you dog, he says, before his heavy battle axe crashes down onto you. May Odin receive you into his realm. What? You gotta be kidding. So we're going to 13 again. Read it immediately. We didn't discard the god. You wake up. It's the same one. We're leaving, but we're not allowed to. We wake up with our bodies or mind. These the gods have been merciful with the same time. If this is your last god, then discard over. If not, read the text. Discard the god card of your choice. All right. So hold on. We all have it. We all have it. We just don't have the favor. Right? Is that how it works? Or is that? In God's favor choice, we're thinking, okay. So, God card. So we're losing a God. So in essence, we have 3 lives. And we can still have our here. So we're going to lose Loki. First one. And now we're going to lose Tyr. Okay. All right. Understood it better. Otherwise, wow, it's getting tough. We go back, listen to the previous card. Where did the 13 then turn card 11 over, discard this card. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do this part. So we're gonna do the Elfing Council. So we're gonna draw a card on 4. You present yourself at the Elfing, and all of Gothi and the clan chiefs are there in their ceremonial robes under the high authority of Lobson. The assembly begins with the vote of new laws, the agreement on the exchange of merchandise, on ethics of exploration, on territorial borders. Most are easy majorities. Your voice is not a multitude. And then comes the table of new laws proposing to accept and protect new forms of worship and belief. Clearly, the spread of Christianity is the issue. The majority are opposed, seeing the monotheistic religion is a direct threat to the Norse pantheon. Since the votes are by raised hands, everyone must declare their choice in public, so they all turn to you when your turn comes. Okay. And we wanted to do kindness, right? But immediately there were 2 attempts of getting us killed. So whatever their beliefs, I don't believe in it, but it's also drawing us in trouble. So I honestly don't want to do another one. But subjectives with clear is not something. So I think the best option is to go with the majority to at least not call in some issues. We already have a lot of issues. We're gonna go with refuse all other beliefs, which stand for, but it what he might have done because of this security. All right. We're gonna go refuse all refuse all other beliefs. All right. If you have St. Christopher's medallion, turn this card over, but we don't. So discard this card. 4. But the no's carried the vote with the large majority. The more people feel it would be an offense against their guns, which could have proved fatal to them. The Christian world is living day by day. It will not be said that Viking chiefs did not try to resist it. All raise their hatchets in the glory of Odin. When you raise yours, you feel that for the first time some attitude changed toward you. There you go. Some of the clan chiefs finally respect you, even if most of them, notably a man named Herulf Olsburn, is still glaring at you. Scold us over. Okay, so we're gonna draw 26 and discard this one. Okay. Now comes to the turn of Log Loretta, a panel of judges who have scheduled your litigation into today's business. It's your turn to speak, to plead your cause, and make everyone aware of the proofs and witnesses and statements which support your father's innocence in the crime accused. Alright, so we did not do Loki's paper, and we don't have anyway. We go with proof strength, but we haven't been given an opportunity to use it. Okay, so as you speak, the crowd tries to prevent you with the cries of murderer and traitor. You have great difficulty in making yourself heard, and the judges barely look at the witness statements and testimony you have brought. Your cause is lost before you even are done pleading for it. Eric, your father, will remain banished from Iceland until his days are ended. Let him rot in Greenland, and you with him, they yell before cutting you off for good. Okay, we're going to replace 11. 11 by 2. Circle side with 7. Would replace meaning with where the spot is. We're going to discard this one. Okay. Cool. Alright. So now we are a new option. Return to Greenland. Discard all visible. Not cards, turn visible. Okay. Yeah, so we went there, failed. So we're going to return to Greenland. We have nothing else visible after. So we're just going to turn this card over. Oh, that is so cool. So we're going to see 28. This map system is amazing. Okay, so after several days of crossing without complications, you believe you've arrived at the coast of Greenland. But you've barely disembarked when you realize your mistake. You went too far west. You take the sea again, pointing northeast. You finally pull alongside your land. Approaching Bratalid, your village, you notice some unusual activity on a new construction site. Some men you do not know are working on a strange building which looks nothing like you have known in the Nordic lands. Enter your family home. You're surprised your mother made conversation with a young woman who she introduces as Gudrid Torbjarnadottir. Right, turn this back over. Go. Greenland, we're gonna put Iceland over there. Greenland over here. Still have one favor from through. We're gonna put 29 over there, 33 and 31. Awesome. Okay. So we can talk to our sister. Ladies, we can talk to Gudrid. We can talk to Theogil, which is our mother. And who was there again? Gudrid. Oh, I see. Okay. So who do we talk to first? Who do we talk to first? Are we gonna talk to Gudrid, the news or visitor? Talk to her mom, talk to her sister. Um, I think I would probably talk to the sister first because she might have a better explanation. Not be scared of talking to the mom because I failed to hear our father's name. Let's talk to the sister first. Okay, so you have a younger sister, Freydis, in a cabin a little ways away from the village. Her face lights up when she sees you, tells you of her great distress. Since the arrival of Gudrid, the old god seemed to have deserted the village. Eric, your father, was actually chased away, and she's worried for him. Freydis begs you to help her turn back the courses of events, to refuse and abandon your ancestral beliefs, and to find your father. He warns you that the new northern colony is situated in a much wilder region, populated by fearsome creatures. One thing is certain: if you do not intervene decisively, she will leave this cursed place forever and find a haven elsewhere. Continue celebrating the ancestral Nordic life and rights. As for your mother, a Christian now, she should be punished for being a traitor. Let's see. Mom became a Christian. Okay. We'll try to find our father. And that means we're gonna not talk to anyone. I don't think that's something that's pointless. So we're gonna decide later. It just says here we're gonna turn this over. Okay. In this case, I don't want to talk to the mom. I have an idea of what happened. Maybe I should talk to the mom. Do I talk to the mom? Do I talk to the mom? Would Eric talk to his mom first? Probably. Probably. Even if they don't see the same thing. Alright. When you question her about building work going on, Mother declares she has decided to build a Christian church in the middle of the village to help Gudrid and her men. She has recently converted and intends to allow the celebration of these beliefs in the heart of the colony. Her mother also explains that Eric, your father, is set to join a handful of new colonists and have recently settled in the north. Regular incidents with the Inuit demanded his attention. You also understand that your father, very attached to old traditions, did not like your mother's recent conversion to Christianity. You are told he destroyed much of his house, and if it's anger, approaching the frenzy. All in all, you realize many events have been weaved together here. This is discarded. Not much anything lost there. Please have a better context of what has transpired. Okay, so now we can talk to Gudrid. See what she wants. Okay. So at your mother's invitation, Gudrid came from Ireland with her companions to strengthen the fragile colony, but your father Eric wouldn't hear of it. Gudrid respects his choices and leave the new arrivals if you think their presence is not welcome. She merely asks that you listen to those who no longer yearn for warriors' adventures, but rather for peace and prosperity. Also, if you convert to Christianity, you will have all of her companions at your service. Your father's blood, which flows in your veins, urges you to chase this woman away, but your mother urges you to think for a moment. Choosing Christianity will allow you to put an end to the chaotic life with threats of obstacles and to steer the colony's destiny for a more peaceful and harmonious future. He withdraws and leaving you with your choice. Alright. Okay. So we'll try to clear a father's name. Our village has condemned us. Would you accept religion? I'm not sure, to be honest. but there's not much where we can go to. I can run after the ad, but it's gonna get started. So that means we're gonna lose the opportunity to that also means we'd have to lose probably the choice for time for that. It's like technology, modern belief. It's always the case, and with the younger, more rebellious side, instead of going with tradition, we're probably going to go with something that's different. We're going to get baptized. We're going to get 32. Again, I don't have Christopher's medallion, so that kind of sucks. I don't know where we're going to get that. So if not, turn this card over. Who organizes your baptism? In the ceremony, Mass held for one God in a mixture of Norse and Latin, but as the proceeds have been filled with worrying black clouds. Soon, a lightning storm strikes a breath of wind. Servants interrupted. The people returned to their houses, stricken with panic. The lightning strikes the cross that has been erected in evidence of Thor's anger. But okay, you realize you've offended the gods and that your conversion is an insult and a destiny to the world that's before you. You allow the ferocious rain to continue pouring over you, hoping it will wash away the punishment. Yeah, but first few times, and I've been killed twice. Sure, I've been saved twice, but it's their people that have condemned me, you know. So no, okay. All right, so we're gonna come back. So we're already Christian. Interesting. Then this card. This card. Cool. Okay. Then we go back. And we discard everything that's visible. We're gonna draw 34. Nice. Okay. At least we've listened to all of them. We take the route to the north, which leads to the Polynese outpost. Cannot wait to see your father again and tell him about your voyage to Iceland and what's happening with Althing. And on the second day on your march, a whistling sound tears you from your thoughts. You duck your head instinctively as an arrow brushes past you. An ambush. Arrows come from all sides. You are surrounded by well-armed groups. Attackers emerge from their hiding places, and all right. So we do. Okay. That is if you have the clan of John. I don't have the clan of John. Attackers emerges in hiding places. Okay, if not, warriors outnumbered. Okay. So, yeah, we get killed again. We're gonna lose our last life. Great. Right. Lost our last life. $13. If that was your last card, turn this card 13 over. If not, leave the text. Alright, so we're going to turn it over. This time the gods will keep you in their last god. Okay. No. Yeah. This time, the gods will keep you in their domain. Your time living is over, and you have earned the warrior's rest. Path comes to path before you leads to Helheim, realm of the goddess Hel, daughter of Loki, and Angerboda. She will welcome you in person, one side of her shining with an unbelievable beauty, while the other horrifically is eaten away by words. She is the image of the short life that you just passed through, lovely as morning sunshine, glistening from snow, forest canopy, bloody as the blades of the darkest hearted men. You will spend the rest of your new existence in the realm of hell, awaiting Ragnarok, the end of the world. There, you'll fight in full Viking battle dress if the goddess manages to complete construction of Naglfar, a ship which will bring you to the planet. Right, then we get 7. Okay, so there are 5 endings in the game. Make a note of each ending of which will go. Note, if you get any cards displaying a lock in the course of the game, you may have a lock new game option. Okay. Each ending of which will. Okay, I got the deck. You reach the last card of the game, put the game away, gather if you have any unlocks, turn them over, turn them over, reset a little bit, put one to 7. Okay. We are ready to relive our adventure with 7 classes. Okay, there you go. Fair enough. We tried to live a more righteous life, but it seems like that is not the path that was needed to be taken. And I can play again. There's such a ton of cards still. I really like the map system. The map system in sort of giving you these idea of game options. That is brilliant. That's brilliant. It is linear, agreed, and to a certain extent, it's kind of frustrating because it just reprises you. That's what you get. That's what you get. But yeah, cool. I would definitely be playing this again because it's very easy to reset up. So you just pretty much set the cards back into their original color sequence. So hold on, 27. So just put them on their circle side. 28. 2, 3, 4. Put them on their circle side. 8. Becomes 34. Seventy goes to the back. All right, and we're gonna have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. I'm gonna stick this after, and the one covers it. All right, cool. Yeah, I like it, and that is pretty awesome as a card system for driving story. The map system is amazing. It feels like you open up a game location, and then the whole using the compass to give you options of like visiting areas and talking to people. That is cool. Okay, so now I am interested to try this game, the other game versions of this game, but that's a very inspiring system. I've been researching on card-driven adventure system for as a game design, and one of the struggles has always been that it's a little bit not lean. But this one seems to give you a good sense of control. I like it. I am very much interested in trying out other versions of the game. All right, so there you have it. Thank you everyone for joining. Please do check out all of the feeds. I'm gonna quickly share. Let's pull up BAECON. Pull up BAECON. And let's percent. Do okay, so BAECON is on April 20th at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at Jackman Plaza, Muñoz. Okay, reachable via LRT, reachable via Skyway, and of course for the people from the north. Even from me here in the south, I'm coming from Vinland, and it's just going to take me an hour to get there, so it's pretty convenient. We have some sponsors over here. Of course, we have Variable Play and the network, Luz, Local Grounds, Tarong Atin, and our feature publisher that is joining us from Asian Board Game Festival is Ori Game. Ori Game is a Singaporean publisher. They have all of these really amazing titles. You guys need to check out. Those are the games you will be able to check out in BAECON 2024. What's super cool about this, they will have dedicated people that will be teaching the game, and you guys can keep trying them out and see all of the different titles that they have. Very, very strong Singaporean Asian culture, so it's super fun, and also something that we can relate to and we can get immerse ourselves with. So we have Mooncake Master. Of course, we also have Mooncake here in the Philippines. We have Reef Rescue, Buffet Boss. We have so this is Chope or Chope, and this is their method of saving the table in poker centers. So when you go to a poker center or in any public setting, you save a table simply by putting a pack of tissue, and they respect it. Okay? So Oh My Orchids, which is an amazing, it's like a hybrid between Splendor and it's kind of like a card game version of Splendor, to be honest, with a bit more of set collecting bonuses. Really, really nice. Of course, all of the national orchids and flowers of Singapore are there. Durian Dash, Walk and Wall, Coffee King, a simultaneous milk tea and coffee making game. You're trying to complete certain recipes, you're flipping cards and trying to amass points, making just like getting an order in a in a hawker milk tea restaurant, and the ingredients look so yummy. So definitely check that out. Of course, the future problems for Ori game. Okay, so again, BAECON is on April 20 and 21, Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. There is parking there. It is in the third floor of Jackman Plaza, Muñoz. Okay, there are two Jackman Plazas. This is the one in Muñoz. So we hope to see you guys there. Thank you everyone for joining me today. And until next time, have a good weekend. And thank you very much for joining. See you guys.